this project, I can call it a pandemic lockdown project. I'm going to put this into here, into the bottom here. Hello drone lovers, welcome to my channel. I'm KM. So as you can see, this Cygnet previously I have already updated, or maybe not updated, to change the camera to a Caddx Tarsier. And as you can see, it is mounted on top of the receiver. So the receiver here is an XM Plus. So as you know too from my previous video, that I have already removed the R-XSR receiver from my Cygnet 5. Here it is. So this receiver is configured for F-port, and it's very simple for F-port. This wire comes from the uninverted S-port, which is on the pad. Okay, I can show you. Anyway, I have to cut it open anyway. Okay, so you can see where is this F-port wire soldered to. It's soldered onto the, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, onto the inverted what do you call that? Inverted P. With a dash on top, inverted P pad. And I have to, for this quadcopter, I have to solder this wire onto the T6 pad. As you can see from the Gap RC board, the Gap RC board itself has, let me show you with my tweezer. You can see there's a T1 here, TR1, and then you have the what do you call it? T3 R3. So we're not concerned for this. T3 R3 will be connected to the RLC tram to control your VTX. So what we need is, from the bottom side, T6 R6. Okay, there's a pair here, so we need to solder that wire to T6. Okay, T6, so that we don't need to change any configuration in the Betaflight. Okay, so this is the old board that was faulty, and I have already a new one there. But the new one is a King Kong board. Similarly, it has those pads as well. So I'm going to show you currently it's running XM Plus. Okay. Let me use my smoke stopper to power this quadcopter on, which is much easier. Okay, so plug it in. Okay, off it first. Okay.
Welcome to Open TN. Throttle warning. Switch warning.
Okay, for my Taranis, let's select Cygnet3, and then I pitch back to page 11, which is telemetry. And you can see from this display here, there is no telemetry at the moment because I haven't powered on. So keep an eye on this while I power it on. Okay. Keep an eye on this telemetry. Okay, you can see there's no telemetry. but the quadcopter is already connected. How do you know it's connected? Okay. Let's arm it for a while. Show you. Okay. Okay. So let me power it off first before it flies away. Right. So this project, I can call it a pandemic lockdown project. I'm going to put this into here, into the bottom here. I have plenty of space here. You can see the XM Plus lies here. So instead of connecting the white wire, which is the S bus, to the connector, now I'm going to connect the orange wire that's hanging loose onto the T6. Okay, I will open up the quadcopter to fix it now. I will show it to you once it is ready. There's one more thing regarding the R-XSR receiver. If you notice the R-XSR receiver, the antenna itself is only 24 or 25 millimeter long. Okay, if you calculate that, it is about a fifth of a wavelength. Whereas the antenna that I bought here, okay, let me put it on a dark background. Let me move this quadcopter away. Okay, so you can see this one versus this one. Okay, look at these two. Look at the length. Right? Hope you can see that it is about 5 millimeter longer. So this one itself is about 29 to 30 millimeters, and that is about a quarter wavelength. Okay, how do you check the wavelength? Basically, just type in Google search. Okay, let's go to Google search. Okay, type in wavelength formula. Okay. So in there, you just go to the wavelength formula. So don't have to be so precise. Roughly your transmitter is transmitting at 2.4 gig, right? It can be 2.41, 2.42, doesn't matter. So you type in the frequency in Hertz, which is 2400,000,000, which is 2.4 gig. When you click calculate, you can see that it's 125 millimeters, okay, 0.125 meter, which is 125 millimeters. So if I were to divide that 125 by 4, okay, I get about 31, so 30 millimeters. But if I were to divide that by 5, I get 25. So it's very clear that this is a fifth wavelength, okay, from the original R-XSR, and this is actually a quarter wavelength. So I'm going to change the antennas to a quarter wavelength antenna. Okay, that will make it hopefully extend the range a little bit. I don't know why FrSky uses a fifth wavelength for the R-XSR, but for the XM Plus it's using a quarter wavelength. But this is the experiment that I saw done. You can see from the link that I'm going to put below that they have compared a quarter wavelength versus a fifth wavelength, and in fact it is really improved the range a little bit. So if you want, you can consider buying a pack of those antennas, and you can just fit it in and then plug it in here. and then put a bit of glue and wait until it dries up. Okay, let's get to the installation now. See you. Okay, I have applied the glue after putting on the new antennas on my R-XSR receiver. Okay, a bit too much glue here. So just leave it for a while for it to dry before I put it in. So I will need to put some heat shrink tube around it, transparent one preferably, which I have here. You can also go to the links below to see where to get this. So you need to slide it in here, and then just if you have a hot gun, you can just heat shrink it, or normally what I do is I just use a soldering iron and melt it. Okay. I don't use a lighter because that's dangerous. So I think using a soldering iron would be ideal. Okay, so now you can see the R-XSR. This is F port, so I connect the orange wire. Okay, so it looks about the same as the power wire, but this is the orange wire that goes into T6. Okay, T6 is at the bottom here. Okay, you can see the labels. And then the supply, I tap it from here. There is a +5 and a ground at this point here. Because I don't use the connector anymore once I use this R-XSR. Oh yeah, don't forget to download the latest F-port firmware into your R-XSR before you install it. Downloading the firmware, you can refer to other videos on it. There's quite a number of them on YouTube. So I have not bind it yet. Once I bind it, it should work, I hope. Okay, now that I have soldered the receiver onto the flight controller, I will attempt to bind it. Before I do that, let me copy another copy of Cygnet profile so that I can backtrack any old profiles or in case something wrong with this receiver. So hold the Cygnet down, just copy model, and then move it to 11. So I will call this, let's see, what should I call it? I shall call it Cygnet3 R-XSR. Yeah. So Cygnet3 dash RX. Yeah, just put R. That's my R. Okay, R-XSR. R-XSR. Okay, by the way, you can capitalize it by just holding it for 1 second. XS S S S S S RS. Okay, never mind. RXS. That's the maximum number of digits I have allowed. So let's bind it. Page up again. Okay. Menu page. Page up, and let's go to binding. Okay, everything else is the same. D16, channel 1 to 16. In fact, we can change this to channel 1. Okay, no choice, 1 to 16. Okay, let's put 1 to 8. 1 to 8. Is it possible? Yeah, okay. And let's bind it. Okay. Let's bind it. Telemetry channel 1 to 8 on. Okay. Previously there's no telemetry. Okay, now let's see if there's telemetry. The camera is not plugged in yet. So now we just do the binding first. I'm using smoke stopper. Okay, I plug in the smoke stopper as a precaution when I power on the quad. So when I power on, I need to press this button here. I don't know whether I can feel the buttons, but I just need to press it as hard as I can while I power on. Okay, and give it a while. Okay, then press the bind again. Now I power off. Okay, exit, and let's power on and see if the green light is on. Yes, the green light on the receiver is on, so that means it is bound. So binding is working. Let's look at the telemetry now. Let's go back. Okay, page 11, hold down the patch button once again to go backwards. Okay, let's do a discovery of new sensors. Okay, alright, so telemetry is back. The only thing is it's not F-port yet, so I have to configure it to F-port first to get the telemetry. Okay, switch it off.
Telemetry lost.
At least now you can see that it is bound, otherwise you won't hear the word telemetry lost when I switch it off. So next step, I will check, you will have to go into Betaflight. Okay, on your Android app, Android phone, you can download this PDB app. Okay, you can run this app, and then you just connect it to the flight controller. Without powering on the quad yet. So connect it via USB. Select STM32 driver. Okay, in your setup, no change. We're still using port 6, so UART6 but we need to configure to F port. So we need motor direction. Okay, this one, receiver. Scroll down until you select F port. Okay, and then save, reboot. Okay, let's see if we got anything. Oh no, the power, we need battery first. Now let's turn on the battery. I think there's something else we need to configure, but anyway, let's try it first.
Telemetry recovered.
Discover new sensors. Okay, not yet. It's not there yet.
Telemetry lost.
Okay. Let's pull it out. Oh no, let's go to CLI. CLI. Okay, we need to do check on the check on the duplex setting. Sorry, type in get duplex. Okay, half duplex on, 0 half duplex off. Okay, so what we should set on this one? Let me check first. For my Cygnet, I have to set the 0 inverted to off. and for the serial RF half duplex must be on. So once I set this one, I already saved it. Let me try again. I just save it again. Okay. And for some unknown reason, I do not know why my configuration was changed when I changed it from S bus to F port. Okay, so at this point here, I changed the receiver to F port. Once I changed it to F port, all my configuration here, everything here was unchecked. So I had to check it back again. So I checked the telemetry, LED strip, OSD, anti-gravity, and dynamic filters. Okay, the rest we didn't uncheck, only that was unchecked. And with the CLI now set to what it is now, you can see now telemetry is coming in. Okay, so I have my A4, which is most important. That is a voltage per cell that I have to monitor using the voice command. Okay, I do not know whether I have set up voice command for this one. May not. Yes, I have not set it up yet. So that could be easily copied from the other models. Okay, right now at least the telemetry is working. So I'm going to put everything back again and do a last check. Okay, I've already completely assembled it up together with the Caddx Tarsier. Alright, now is to test to see if it works with the Taranis turned on.
Welcome to OpenTN.
Okay, I will set the Taranis to page 11 again to see the sensors. Then I power on together with my goggles. Let me record it. Okay, let's go and power on. Ready, go. Yes, video is up, telemetry is up, good, and especially my A4, it shows 4.02 volts. This is critical, this is crucial because I'm using that again, I'm saying again and again, I'm using this to create a voice command later on my Taranis to remind me the voltage that is transmitted back, and I can land if it's too low. Okay, so thank you for watching this video on my updating on this quad to R-XSR receiver that is capable of supporting telemetry. So everything else remains the same. Only thing now is I have telemetry and I have control. Okay, let me check also on the control. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, hopefully the wires don't crisscross. Let's power up the quad. Yes, let me see, left, right, quarter up, yaw. Okay, the smoke stopper light turned on because I think I consume more than the current that it is meant to consume, then meant to support, this bulb. Thanks for watching. I hope you can give me a thumbs up on this video. Do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the drone picture on the top right. And inside there, just enable the notification bell to receive any of my future videos. Alright, once again, have a nice day. Bye bye.